My dog is probably gonna bark now, but that's okay. So last year I filmed a video here where I wrote something and then I read it off. But this year I wanted to redo it and do it like a progression video, because I wrote about what I wanted to do and things like that, but I'm not gonna reread that because I don't want to. So I wrote some things that I learned this year and I'm gonna talk about them now. Okay, so I comprised a list of 16 things that I learned being 16 and being a junior in high school and having one year down. So yeah. The first thing that I wrote down was that you are worthy as a person for being a good person, and that things like grades don't necessarily make you a great person. It is that your personality and how you treat other people. Finding what makes you happy is way more important than finding a career or a job or something, because if you find what makes you happy, then you can just base your career off of that. Don't think too much about decisions and being indecisive, because when you know a decision is right to make, you'll know. Staying up late to finish something is way easier than doing it the day of, because then you're not stressed, you know, the stress of school happening, and it's okay if you get less sleep. It's not. When you're not eating enough, you're not gonna have enough energy to last you through the day. So you need to eat at least enough to last you through the day. And it's not healthy to skip meals or do things like that. No one is ever thinking about you as much as you think they're thinking about you. If anything, they're thinking about how much you're thinking about them. Overthinking something never helps. It's really nice when you can recognize your overthinking and just calm yourself down, because it makes the situation way easier. If a class seems too easy and like there's not a lot of work, that's when you need to take initiative and see if there is work to do, because probably there is. Ignoring a conflict or a situation is not a very good way of solving it, because nothing will get done. But when you make things happen, things do get done. It's okay to make yourself heard and to speak up and to say things, because you are worthy of that, of being heard. It is perfectly okay to fail and to make mistakes, because that's how we learn as people. You have to forgive yourself in order to get better, because now you're giving yourself the chance to get better. You shouldn't need gratitude or acceptance to be happy, because you should be happy with who you are and not trying to please everybody else. You get out what you put into the world. So if you put jealousy into the world, you'll get jealousy back. And if you put anger into the world, you'll get anger back. And if you put judgment into the world and you judge other people, then they're gonna judge you back. But if you put happiness into the world, people are gonna be happy to you back. And you should be happy to everybody, because you never know who can be your friend. Do what scares you, because you're not gonna get anywhere without doing that. And even if it scares you, it doesn't even mean that it's gonna be bad. I hope that you learned something from the 16 things that I've learned. Some of these may be very obvious, but they weren't obvious to me at one point. And I hope that if you did learn something, that you learned it from me and you didn't have to learn it the hard way like I had to. Here's a side-by-side comparison of me from this year and me from last year. I made sure to wear the same shirt so that this comparison would be accurate. So yeah. I mean, there is a gigantic